Welcome to In the Spirit of Things, and it's time to get the party started as usual. Always interesting stuff happening in my world. For those who haven't been getting our emails, you should be getting them now. We fixed the cracks in the ice. They love hacking my world. It's a beautiful thing. So, we just set up a different system, and we're going to keep this ball rolling. So, for our brothers and sisters who haven't, members who haven't been getting the regular emails, should be a non-issue. We're going to play ball in a different way. Anyways, so everybody should have got it posted, so I can deal with the topic I'm going to discuss tonight, because I posted that beautiful overview on, let's see, it's called, basically, folks, it's the link is on the email blast, and it's, and of course I didn't post it in the room I'm in right now, so I'm going to do that. 1 second. Anyways, John, you got your email today, didn't you?
I did get my email, Peter.
Did you get your big cup?
I got my big cup. I've been spreading it all day today.
Cool. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You talked to the crack of dude, and you were sharing the love. I'm gonna post this in our box over at the room, so Andrea can post it where it goes, because she loves to share the love as well. And one momento, por favor, senor. Anyways, there it is. Yep. Propaganda. Gee, go figure, John. Propaganda. Uncovered for the masses to peel back the truth. What about the truth? They don't want me talking about the truth, brother. I don't know why. They're just trying to show the love. I mean, why couldn't they, see, if you got nothing to hide, then the truth wouldn't bother you, would it?
Well, not at all, and they do hate the flashlight being come out if you're not telling the truth, though, don't they?
Yep.
So we've had an exciting day today.
Yes, yes. We're going to get right to that.
Are we going to get to that?
Yeah, brother Michael's been pimping my ride over here, Computer Land. Downloads, uploads. We basically, what is it? Windows 8 sucks.
Well, does it ever? I'm still on Windows XP myself. I refuse to upgrade.
Well, we're going to backgrade to 7 at least. But for the moment, it's ironic when I open this new system up, all this garbage to come in your back door. Brother Michael's an IT specialist. This is why we talk about encryption technology, things of the like, so that your IP address can't be followed minute to minute, and all your links and everything else that you're dealing with. So, he knows of that stuff. So he come into this thing, it's a brand new system, opened it up, and he started throwing crap out left and right. And that's a beautiful thing when you have a brother who actually knows how to do heavy lifting within systems. He's an IT specialist, so I love it. My brother not only is a technic geek, he's got administrative skills. He's also got good verbal skills, of course, but he lets me do most of the heavy lifting on being the mouth that roared, so that's a good thing.
Still in the right position you are.
Yeah, I'm the incompetent, non-computer geek guy, but that's all right. I'm learning as I go. I can learn anything. Anyways, we're going to share some love tonight, folks. Brother John had to finish round 2 and close the door so he could get on with the rest of his life, because he basically knocked out the box last week after they literally took his property, i.e. his children, under the guise of nefarious acts that he never did, but that they had to lie about to trump up the falsity. But he learned how to operate in the capacity in truth, in honor, standing in the breach, no traversing, no controversing. Today was round 2 to close out the back door and share the love with those over on the other side. And he's come to ground, and now he can hopefully move on with his life. I don't think they want to play in your sandbox too much more, John.
No, they really don't like me in their courtrooms for some reason. I'm getting kind of a complex, Peter. I went in today for my criminal charges that they'd trumped up against me for the for the unloaded gun. That I guess you can't bring your gun out. You got to call the police, let them know you're going to have your gun out, just in case they show up and say it's improperly stored. a little bit of marijuana because, I like my recreational time, and obstruction of justice because I did not consent to officers coming into my home. Very politely told them, I do not consent to you coming in. I do not understand why you're here, and, you're not welcome here. And I guess that gets you a contempt charge. So that court went today for those charges, and we got there early this morning and stuff like that, and we went looking for our friend Kelly Winchester, who was the Crown prosecutor at the other court that we closed down historically for the last time. The last court day was us basically becoming the living beneficiary, so it was a good way to shut down that court in Hampton. So we're at the new court in St. John this time, and Kelly seems to have recused herself from the case.
Now, why would she recuse herself like the first judge?
Well, Peter, we like to send letters, we like to send these nice little letters that basically state, to bring forth a proper claim. And if you don't have a proper claim in a certain amount of time, it basically proves that your claim was invalid from the beginning. And we sent her a couple of those, registered mail, and we never heard anything back from her, so we figured, they were just going to continue. And we got to court today, and she was nowhere to be found. Instead, they sent this very young, almost looked like a law student today to deal with us. And very interesting. So we get to the courtroom, and the duty counsel of all things, the duty counsel that tried to represent me in the old court, he came up to me and he's like, "Are you getting counsel to be represented?" I was like, "No, I will be presenting myself for a case to the court again today as a living man." And the smile goes up right away, and he disappeared for a couple minutes. Mm-hmm. And he must have went and talked to this new young prosecutor because 5-10 minutes later he calls me and Jesse into the room. And he wants to talk and negotiate for the Crown for some reason. And he understood that he wasn't representing us in any way, and but he wanted to let us know what the Crown wanted to do. And for some reason, Peter, the Crown wanted to drop all these major felony charges. They wanted to drop the marijuana charge. They'd gotten anywhere from 9 to 14 grams of marijuana and marijuana paraphernalia and stuff like that over our house, and they just didn't want to charge me with that all of a sudden. And they also didn't want to charge me with the obstruction of justice. That was off the table again. They also didn't want to charge me with the original charge of the unsafe storage. They wanted to drop it to a misdemeanor, which would be just a fine and no charges. And go figure that, we've been looking into, what a diplomat can be and can't be charged with, and we found out that a diplomat cannot be charged. He can be fined, but he cannot be charged. So this was very, very interesting to us, that they would get rid of all these, high-profile charges, as they were thinking. They wanted to crucify us because we're part of a cult, the Divine Providence, as they say, anti-government organization. But I think people have been researching, and I think our constant writing to head judges and defense ministers and the Prime Minister of Canada has gotten a lot of attention, and they seem to not want us in their courtroom. So our court today basically took about 5 minutes in and out. We got a fine for a couple $100, and they dropped all the charges on Jessie as well. They didn't want nothing to do with her, and basically pulled their same thing that they did with CPS, the family court, basically save faith. Okay, well, we got them a fine, and, now we're going to get them out of here. And they were more than happy to be gone with me. And, I could have, fought the fine as well, I think, and gotten rid of everything. But you've got to pick your battles, Peter. There's times to pick your battles, and they got rid of all the things that we were worried about, and we were quite surprised, but not so much, because they understand that we understand who we are as a living man, and so they started backtracking very quickly today. It was something right out of the Twilight Zone. I didn't have to go to them to settle or anything else. They came to me to settle. I didn't file any paperwork today. I'd already done all the foundational work and all that kind of stuff over the months and stuff. And they really test you though, Peter. They want to take it the whole way. They want to see what your metal is made out of. They want to see if you're going to crack.
Here's the irony. Yeah, it's sort of like when you got your first customer in line. And Jacinth basically took her to task, You weren't even prepared yet, and then they said, well, we have 19 more right behind it, and you said, yeah, well, great, bring it tomorrow. I'll be a lot more prepared.
Exactly. Well, yeah, actually, they only wanted to bring 10 forward, and we insisted that they bring the other 10 forward because we were going to be questioning everyone like that, and we were very sure that we were going to make them all look, and I quote, make them look stupid on the stand.
Yep.
And because we are the next generation. We are the next level people. We are the intelligent ones that are not falling for the games anymore. We're not falling for the poisoning. We're not falling for the slip courtrooms and all this kind of stuff and the shady tactics. And we understand that as a man, you are all powerful in these courtrooms, and they do not want anything to do with you. So, yeah, we're all done with their courts now, Peter.
Well, it's ironic because we're getting parallels down here. I got a brother coming on at 8:30. He's going to share some love, I think, on a foreclosure that they literally, I think, disappeared all the paperwork on after he administrated and come forward. This is a brother of mine down south that I've been corresponding with, so he'll be coming on the call around 8:30 to share some of the love. Cookie's lady down, Karen, she's creating and completing the YouTube video that we'll be posting with the transcripts, and Cookie had the foresight of mine to actually get a private transcriptionist because you can't trust, not that we can't trust these people, we just can't trust them because, they'll disappear their record, but they can't disappear yours. That's why she knew better. So, it's a sad state of affairs, like I say, John, that it is Tricks is for Kids hours, and they'll do everything that possible can to disappear information that can make them, let's say, not look so enlightened. We're just about the truth. They're just about skullduggery and raping the estates of every man, woman, and child in the world.
Exactly, and once you've figured out the game, you take all the power. It is literally like going to court and saying abracadabra, and the whole room shifts. Like, this is why the education of Privatis is so important because, it's one thing to learn something on, a video on YouTube and trying to spell this stuff in court. That's not going to work. These guys are going to test you, especially now, you know what I mean? There's people trying this stuff, and they want to know if you know what you think you know. And they tested us, and we stayed in honor, and we stayed presented as a living man and a woman, and there was nothing they could do. And the respect is amazing. Like, even the police officers and stuff like that, they were very sure to let me know that, they didn't want to violate our rights, and we were very polite with you and stuff like that when we came to your house, and, all the backtracking, and, I shook their hands in peace and honor, and off they go, because we do practice what we preach. We are about peace and honor, and that will win you so many battles right there, because these guys are shady, and if they don't like you, and if you're not too sure of what you're doing, they will crucify you.
Yeah, they're gonna trip you up and make it a lot uglier. So
exactly.
This is why freedom starts with us, but it also starts with coming over to the house, getting the education on, and brother, we got so much heavy lifting going on. This is a huge lifting week for Brother Michael and I to get a boatload of stuff moving forward on so many different levels. So, starting into next week, Privatis will have a whole different facelift. It's going to have literally videos on the front. So when you walk through the front door, you know where to go. Click on this link or this YouTube and watch this for the tour. You're going to get the tour of all the cupboards at the house to find out where all the food is stored so you can make your meal and eat from the tree of truth and knowledge on a different level. And then after I get done with that one, I'm going to create another one that's literally going to show everywhere, every template, every process administratively, where the PowerPoint presentations are to administrate to deal with third-party bottom feeders. And we're also international. Look at the facelift. Michael's given the damn site already 58 countries. We had Google Translate for 58 countries. Yeah, we got Facebook, Twitter, all the social media links now. So we're growing just a little bit. And thank goodness we now got our link finally back up, so everybody got the memos today that we posted, so we can discuss the topic of the day of the propaganda machine. That's a huge video, that thing, folks. Yeah, for those who got the email blast, go watch the link and peel the curtain back. This is a whole different curtain that you are never supposed to look at or think about or whatever. This is all we're about, folks, just peeling the curtain back. So once you get the, like John found out, once you pull those rose-colored glasses off, things get really interesting when you find truth. The truth is stranger than fiction, literally on multiple levels, and they would rather you not open your eyes to find out.
It really is, Peter. When we started this whole nightmare at times and dream at times, because we've learned so much that we can teach others now. These guys, they pulled out all the bazookas and come at us with all the hostility and all the anger and all the intimidation, and that was the first couple times, and each time we came in our honor, it got better and easier and more respectful, and now it's at the point, that sheriffs see us coming into those courtrooms, and it's hi, hi, Jonathan, and hi, Gisette, and good to see you again, and actually delighted to see us because they've never seen anything like us in their courtrooms. They've never seen anything.
Yeah, brother, they've never seen a real man or woman come forward before because they've all been dominated as subservient slaves on the fiction corporation plantation.
Exactly. And it was funny because we were getting sheriffs at this new criminal courthouse, which is a completely different building in a different part of the city, from the family courthouse. I don't know if they brought them guys in to make us feel more comfortable or what it was, but it was quite interesting, and they made a comment, oh, good to see you, and I was like, oh, you guys just come here to see the interesting shows, and we get the chuckle and stuff like that, and we're getting well known, let's just say, in our small little town. They're really knowing who we are, and it really is about setting the foundation and knowing how to go after them if they wish to continue. And we had to learn all that within the 4 or 5 months. It was a swim or sink or swim kind of thing. Put right to the deep end, and we rose to the occasion. But we wouldn't have done it without people like you, Michael, Greg, Carl, Lentz, and all these guys that came forward. With true, not wanting anything from us, but to actually help and expose this, and we were willing to take those teachings and stand in those teachings and believe in those teachings, and we couldn't have done it without the whole team. So I want to really express that to all the guys and everyone from Divine Province as well, the members there and the staff that helped us and supported us and all this too. This is what kept us going. This is what kept us staying in honor and staying in peace and knowing we were doing what is right and what needs to be done. And when you live it and you do it and you see the results, wow, is all I can say. It is like shifting to a whole different reality. It's almost like it is like a dream. Just the synchronicities that came out of this and stuff like that, and everything we needed, even the stuff that failed. Something else would come along that would make that stuff that failed be part of the foundation that we needed later on. All this kind of stuff. With our notices and precipitates and our settle the accounts, and then we got into the claims and all this kind of stuff because we could put the claims in because they had forfeited all the notices, the common law notices, and so once they had done that and we did that all through registered mails, we had a proper claim, and they knew they had a proper claim. And when you start calling judges by their first names and prosecutors by their first names, they know something's up.
Right.
So, yeah, you're holding them all liable as a living man and woman. You're not letting them hide behind their corporate status. They talk about how these judges have immunity and stuff like that. Well, yeah, they have immunity against a person, a legal fiction, but they have no immunity against a man and a woman. So, this is the kind of things that we're learning, and we've definitely got the respect now of these courtrooms, and they definitely will think twice about coming after Gisette and Jonathan ever again.
Right. No longer low-lying fruit. There's too many easy marks out there that are well dead asleep still, and they want to stay that way. So, folks, that's what we've been trying to say, though, for months and months, that doing nothing is really not an option, because eventually you're going to have to stand in the breach one way or the other, because it's called free will, act, and deed. You've made choices. The choice to stand down and do nothing, those days are pretty much over because it's getting uglier by the minute. The falsities are perpetrating, especially on third-party debt land. I got brothers and sisters going to jail for lies, literal, outright, 100% fraud, brother, because we know that the original creditor always got paid, and the third party buys it for 3 to 6 cents on the dollar, and then he plays trick games. And in your country, they really play trick games. They're denying the registered mail to get through. I mean, you got to love the chicanery. But that's all right, because we're going to take it to a new direction. We're going to take it to a new level. You heard what you and I were talking about at about noon. Misprision of felony just doesn't look good on their records. Once you rat them out to a bad act and you've got irrevocable proof that you asked, they failed to tell, they've got some problems because some heavy lifting is going to be, somebody's going to become a speed bump, for lack of a better term, and we have no problems making third-party debt collectors become speed bumps. So I hope they're listening. I hope they're going to get the memo, because we're going to play ball in a whole different way, and there's no war here, brother. This is just putting the baby back in the box. This is about shutting it down, because it's just one big scam. And they're going to have no wiggle room to remove the presumption that you asked and they failed to tell, because we have documented proof. So, folks, anybody of my brothers and sisters suffering through third-party debt maladies, you don't have to. Come over to my house, start getting your game on, start learning. Yeah, and John, because of the link breaks, because we were basically going to bump the membership up to 240, but we've decided to hold fast for a minute, because nobody got the dadgum emails over the last 10 days. So we're going to extend it out for a little bit, I think till at least Sunday, maybe a little longer, but right now it's standing as Sunday, because we want our brothers and sisters to become competent and learn how to play ball and have the successes like many of them are already having. And we had Sister Ann on there, and she found out it was nothing but a third-party bottom-feeder real estate attorney who bought up the debt, and he was so bamboozled on the first document that he stepped away and he resold it. By the way, John, that's fraud right there. That would be a requirement for a misprision of a felony.
It sure is.
So, because you can't resell something, we're asking, you're not telling, and then you're selling it to your third-party debt-collecting brother. The moron that bought it up the second, the first one couldn't get it. The guy who's buying it up on the second go-round, I guess they must really think that they got the tricks up their sleeve. They're not getting trained at friggin' Privatis.Me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing if someone comes into your house and steals your TV, and if you don't call the police on them or anything else, well, then they're just going to keep on stealing more stuff, because why not? You're not going to do anything about it, right? So it's the same thing with these third-party debts. Or they know they're illegal, and what they're doing is not lawful whatsoever, and when we call them on it, they run like the Dickens, basically, because they know the jig is up. We've called their bluff.
Yep, and we're going to talk about more of that when we get on with the show. It's 7:28. You know what? I'll tell you what, brother. Let's smooth on into a break, get our minds right, and
sounds good.
Let everybody go take a break. Hey, folks, go do what you do when you take a break. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Excellent.
Privatis.Me, because it's time to learn how to operate in private away from corporate eyes. You can now stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter. Just head over to our homepage and click on the Facebook and Twitter icons. Now you can receive updates, important links, or just stop by to let us know how you're doing. We also have a Privatis YouTube page where you can access the latest step-by-step videos and watch our radio show archives as videos. Privatis.me. Learning how to live in private has never been so easy.
All right. Welcome back to In the Spirit of Things, folks. Starting the downhill slide to the next hour. We're at the bottom. And, Brother John, anyways, I just wanted to share a little love. Like I say, because of these hacks, we weren't able to get all these emails out to our brothers and sisters over the last 10 days. We've basically extended full year membership for the 120 instead of 240 for the whole year. So we're going to share the love as long as we can, because we got to keep the lights on and pay the webmaster to be in creative mode to get literally all these YouTubes and PowerPoints and all these other things condensed and created, and got Brother Zach doing heavy lifting too. He's getting, we want him out there. We got some major exposure coming. I know Brother Zach's doing a boatload of heavy lifting on this next YouTube. It's going to be right on the cover, smack dab on the cover page, to literally actually show them literally the links on the banking scam, all these different, the IRS corporation, the so-called bad actors doing their bad deeds and not wanting us to wake up to find out. So we're going to share the love on a different level. And for those that are stepping in or getting major new benefits, but hey, brother, we're going to keep building upon this, growing it, creating modalities, simple, effective modalities, literally to take the power back without going to war, without, hey, we're going to operate in love, you know.
Exactly.
The song, you know, like,
and you know, I'm living proof of that because, you know, it is about not going to war. They want you to traverse. They want you to argue in their courts. They want you to, you know, play ball. And as soon as you start playing ball, that's when they've got you, and that's when they've got a hypothecation, you know. And that's exactly what they want. And if you stay at peace and honor, they cannot handle that. You know, it's wait a minute, we're bending you over. Come on, no, well, peace and honor, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not gonna fight with you guys, you know, because you got all the guns. So what's the point? You know, all these guys are like, oh, I'm gonna lean these judges, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. Well, good luck with you, you know. But you're going to war. You know, claims are a different story, and you know, they seem to be so powerful that we don't even have to get them into the courts. We just, you know, let them know that they're coming and let them see them, and the word gets out. And things start...
And that, brother, because of your heavy lifting and learning the difference between claims and complaints and all this other garbage that, you know, everybody else can learn over at the house, because we'll be educating on these levels. This is the whole point of the exercise. See, if you're waiting for somebody else to save you, folks, guess what? You're going to be waiting a long time. Don't hold your breath. Right. You're screwed on a whole different level. We're going to teach you to become competent and deal with these issues accordingly. We're going to share love on a different level. And, yeah, you know, John, they had a wonder behind in the back of their mind that, oh, they must be getting their information on the Internet and blah, 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 and all. Yeah, from some lame ducks that don't have a clue. And what they don't realize is there is a clue, and
well, I guarantee. You know, I heard a lot of clicking on my phone, so they were definitely listening to. Definitely listening to the conversations we were having, and you know, they would listen to the conversation we were having. They knew that we keep a real tight, informed, intelligent community in my circle, and you know, we're definitely no joke. We definitely live and breathe what we speak. And,
I'm hearing clicking all the time. I know the sandwich eaters are listening. It's all good. Guys, pay attention, because the bad acts that you do will be met with retribution, not by us. Yeah, it's all on the wheel. What goes around comes around. We don't war with anybody. We don't go after anybody. We don't cause anybody duress. We're in love, honor, peace. That's where we stand. We keep saying it and saying it and saying it. We know that I'm getting an echo, so I know that they're listening real well. So, hey, brother, I'm going to click off, let you carry the ball for a second, and come right back in.
Okay, that sounds good, Peter.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah, just talk about Privatis. I'm sure there's something about you can talk about Privatis.
Oh, there might be a couple things on there I can talk about. Definitely.
Maybe my cancer page or something. Anyways, I'll be right back in.
I'll talk about the new stuff that you've been adding in your cancer page.
The PowerPoint presentations. I'll be right back.
And the MMS too is a great thing to get on, because you know how I love the MMS.
Yeah. We just added that. Let me step out, and I'll step right back in, brother.
All right,
go ahead and
good,
Peter. A little bit. All
right. So yeah, we've Michael and Peter have updated the cancer page on Privatis, and we've added MMS. The listeners have heard me talk about MMS a few times, and I've been using this stuff for about 4 or 5 years now, so I speak from experience. I've personally helped people with cancer. One fella was going to lose half his tongue, and they wanted to take out a piece of his jaw. And within 4 weeks of meeting me and going on MMS, he no longer had this cancer ravaging his body. He was able to heal and able to reverse these scams. Cancer, I'm afraid, is a scam. All these, cancer societies and raising all this money and all this kind of stuff, it can be used for so many more beautiful things in our world. But this is just going out and basically being wasted by good people who really want to help find cures. Well, there are easy cures, and MMS is one of them. And it's one of the things that I really recommend, because not only with cancer, we're talking... They've used it for AIDS, for malaria, for herpes, for hepatitis A, B, and C. All these diseases or diseases that the mainstream pharmaceuticals and stuff like that say they can't cure, but they can, get rid of your symptoms. Well, that's like driving around in your car and the oil light comes out and you take a screwdriver to it. When your oil light comes on, you're not fixing anything. Put a little oil in your car and fix the car. Well, that's what we're offering at Privatis is real cures, real solutions.
Well, it's not so much us ourselves, but John, we give direction of flow where they can obtain. It's because, we don't cure anything. We don't give medical advice. I'm not a doctor, even though I patched up my brothers in Marine Green for 8 years. We don't give any medical advice. We don't give legal advice. If you want that, go find a competent attorney or a competent doctor that's not going to practice on you. And,
hey, Peter. If they want to come after me, let them come.
I just choose to remove the presumption that I'm giving advice on any level in any way, shape, or form. Hey, like I say, freedom comes with responsibility. Everybody doing their own heavy lifting, research, and find what resonates with you and what doesn't. That's where we live.
If they do want to come after me, Peter, they better have a proper claim, let me tell you, because I'll be reversing that position on them very quickly. I'm, like I say, I've been hanging out with Peter too long, and I'm afraid of no ghosts anymore. I've went through the fire, and I've seen them at their worst, and I've traversed through the green pastures, and so it's I'm here to stay, and I'm here to help people, and I don't care what I have to do to help people. I agree with exactly what you're saying, but I'm, like I say, not afraid of any of them anymore. I understand who I am, and if some corporation wants to come after me, well, they better know what they're doing.
Oh, yeah. Well, they'll probably take target practice on you, make you a patsy like that other guy over there in Boston.
Well, is that all they can do, Peter, is kill me?
Yeah.
Jeez, I am immortal, so what's that matter?
Right. They took a meat cleaver. There was no witnesses, but he was the bad guy. He was the boogeyman. I mean, it's agent provocateur crap, folks. Like I say, that's the whole point of what I brought forward tonight. So those that are, folks, if you haven't joined for free, go ahead, because we give out the email blast, and I post links to literally cover information that you're not going to find from the lamestream media, because that's called the propaganda machine, and that's the whole point of the exercise of what we're going to talk about a little bit tonight. It's called the propaganda machine. This was put out some time ago, actually, but it hasn't really got much gravitational pull, but it sure as hell is now. Basically, folks, North Korea exposes the Western propaganda. It's a full documentary. It's an hour and 35 minutes, and this is a must-watch. The link is over there on the Privatis.Me email blast. So if you're on the list, guess what? You get whatever links I send out on information that will help you pull back the proverbial curtain and show you truth on a whole different level, folks. The puppet masters have been pulling the string, and they've wanted the sheep. This is why you got the chemtrails playing, the fluoridation of water, all these other aluminum buildup in the brain from drinking out of metal cans, and they got all sorts of different things compromising the body, the immune system, the shots, all this other stuff. And folks, I got literally, over at my YouTube page, a plethora of excellent information and knowledge. But this is definitely, John, this ranks up there with Changes on the Horizon Part 2. And it's literally given a whole different direction of flow to help you pull the proverbial curtain back to show that the emperor's got no clothes.
Exactly. And it is so true, you know what I mean? Like, it really is, Peter. It is like waking up from a bad dream, I lived in a world that, didn't know how to cure these simple diseases. I lived in a world where I didn't know what to do about debt. I didn't know, about spirituality and all this kind of stuff. And then one day, here I am, and I know, I don't believe, I know, that these things are real and that they're easy and that we could, change this world overnight if we just get people with their minds right and not believing the lies and not being so doubtful, because people are so doubtful nowadays. You tell them something like, oh, I've got a cure for this, and they're like, yeah, sure, I've heard that before, kind of thing. And we're doing it. I'm just a simple guy who lives out in the country, on a farm, stuff like that, and, I've helped people with cancer and, with my own, limited knowledge. And, what's going on? These guys are going to school for 8-9 years to be doctors, and they don't know how to do this. it's talking to doctors like talking to someone from the 1950s, for God's sakes, for me. And this is exactly why they didn't want to bring their expert doctors in on the stand and stuff like this, too.
Right. Well, the reason, brother, because they've been trained up in the public fool system, even in the colleges, the medical schools of the USA and Canada. They're propagandized just as well, and they're put to sleep. And hey, the only modalities we have to treat crap is chemicals. We got to destroy the good stuff with the body, well, with the bad stuff. It's a crock of crap, folks. It's a scam. It's a sham. All medications have deleterious effects or side effects over time. This is not what they're going to speak of because Big Pharma, FDA, the whores that be can't make no money off you if you're well. And they can't make no money off you if they're not compromising your body, the cellular structure, where we talk about simple modalities over at my house with Celtic salt, sodium bicarbonate, food-grade hydrogen peroxide, magnesium chloride, all these simple modalities that cost pennies. But, gee, we can't make no money on that crap. So that's the whole – and that's the point, folks. When you follow the money trail, it's really damn simple. That's the whole point. I've been covering the money trail, John, over 25 years. I pulled the bond game out from underneath them, as well as, all court cases, civil, criminal, what a crock. It's just a dog and pony show to get a hypothecation event on children, men, like I say, raping the beneficial interests of the estates because they figure you didn't want it because you registered over. So we talk about things like the estate and the trust and all this other stuff. Well, they've abrogated their trust, but however, most of us have traversed via contractual law, because it is all contractual, admiralty. There's a contract sitting somewhere. You gave over. You signed up with the body politic to be a voter. You got a marriage certificate. You filed some bullshit 1040s that somebody else told you to do. Nobody talked about that before you ever filed a 1040 that the W-2s, W-4s, 1099s are not even income tax forms like I so succinctly showed my sister-in-law, who's a CPA, college graduate. I'm not putting her down. She just couldn't believe when I pulled it up. I said, let's go to this section here, and I pulled it up and I ran the pages, highlighted all the W-2s, W-4s, 1099s for her, and I said, what tax class do they fall under? And she's looking down and she said, well, they all fall under tax class 5. What does that subsection cover where, in the header over here, what is a tax class 5 tax? It says estate and gift tax. I rest my case, because if it was tax class 2, that would be a franchise estate tax, franchise tax, basically. In other words, you're part of the system. Once you fill out a 1040, give over willy-nilly, sign under the penalty of perjury, you started the game there. So these are informations they don't teach in CPA school to our brothers and sisters who propagate the swill, the scam, the sham, to get people to fill out bogus documents and give over their power to a system to become a hypothecation event for the IMF, the upper crust of the proverbial scab, who are nothing but a private corporation, private banks. All these folks are in bed together, folks. And you know what? Guess what? You come over to my house in the free portals, I actually cover that. Now, John, when I put out the new video, they're going to love the new video. It's beautiful. I show the links, I show the documents, everything. We have nothing to hide over there. I just want to show you your way around the buffet table so you can find the food effectively, so you can change your mind and move forward on a different level. This is not what they don't want to. They want everybody to stay asleep and not talk about this. Go back to Dancing with the Stars. Put your head down. Don't look up. And just be a good, compliant slave. Give over your power at every point.
That's correct, right? And that's exactly what they've done. They've done a really good job at it. And, if you wish to be governed, well, so be it. The government's great. It's there for people who wish to be governed.
Yes.
But remember, you have a choice, and people just don't realize that they have a choice. It was interesting where you're talking about the medical and stuff like that, when you're talking about the pharmaceuticals. And, I did a lot of study on that, and how you're saying that each of these drugs have side effects. Well, it's very true. A lot of these drugs have such side effects that they have to assign you another drug for
right
the side effect
that's
of the first
drug. One. Exactly. And there's the insane train.
Yeah. I'll give you a little story. I had Jessie's, one of her good friends, she was on 18 pharmaceuticals for everything from depression to, headaches, all kinds of stuff. And anyway, we introduced her to the Canadian Medical Marijuana Program. And within 3 weeks, she was off all of her medications and has lost weight and is really enjoying life again. Of course, go figure, something all natural, something given to you by nature, and all her depression is gone because now she can think on a level that she needed to think on, People don't realize the magic of these plants and stuff like that. There's a reason why they made them illegal. One was because of the textiles, and it would have basically destroyed the pulp and paper industry overnight, and because it grows so cheaply, and the other is the medical. And also the food, with the hemp hearts and all this kind of stuff. It's an absolutely amazing plant, and they've demonized it. And I can't find one death on the internet from marijuana. I can't find anything that the stuff has done to people.
But yeah, there's 200,000 deaths from the pharmaceutical industry each year.
There's 2,500 just from Tylenol alone per year.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's just insane train, and the fact that people just, it's propaganda. Getting back to the propaganda that we were going to discuss tonight. So it's a good way to segue into what you're talking about with that video, because it is all about propaganda and getting the masses to think their way and to basically give away their power and to not think that they have any power. And if you don't know how to cure yourself and you don't know how to take care of your debts and you don't know how to stand in court, then they've taken all your power. And
Well, here I'm looking at this video right now, John. I don't have my volume up, and you've got all these people going spastic over winning a pair of tennis shoes. They're putting all their energy. Oh, I want a prize, sort of like the Price is Right crap. See, this is kabuki theater. They get you to get your mind on materialism. Go shopping, shut up, shut down. Don't examine anything until you buy useless crap you don't even need. I mean, you know what? I'm cleaning the house right now, brother. We're giving away so much crap. I didn't have much crap to start, but I got a lot of my significant others going through all the clothes, the stuff like children that we can give to others. Because it's not about the things, but everybody's stuck on the materialism, the meism, the narcissism, just like those shows like New Jersey, the Sorry show. I mean, I told my children, I said, you know what? That's good. That's a good example of bad behavior. And if I see my children, Daddy will be taxing that ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, my children know they don't come. They know not to come off like that. But see, they're teaching the masses how to have dysfunctional coping and social skills to integrate and settle their issues but all they know how to do is react and operate in emotional friggin' overflow mode, and they can't get their proverbial minds right. See, so
this is why they're destroying the families, and why we have organizations like CPS and all this kind of stuff, and why we have all these shows that are no respect for women and all this kind of stuff, and these relationships, and they show you how to have these relationships that are completely volatile with no respect and no substance to them whatsoever, because they are destroying the families. They're just trying to destroy that. They're trying to make the TV your mom and your dad, and learn from us, kind of thing. And we don't want structure, and we don't want heritage, and we don't want culture, and all this kind of stuff. And that's exactly what's going on with our media and our TV and stuff like that. They are destroying this systematically. And family, that's the strong bond. That's where it all begins with our children. We need to set them a strong foundation, a foundation of respect, and a foundation, of enlightenment, and let them know that there is a scam going on, there's a con going on that they need to be aware of in this world, and teach them young. And it doesn't matter what they're showed later on. You give them a good foundation at home, there'll be nothing that'll con them later.
They don't want the men to be men, they want the women to be men, and the men to be women. So we're going to emasculate the men, castration complex, whatever you want to call it. See, that's not how it works, period. It really does. I know I'm probably going to piss off a boatload of panty throwers, as Michelle used to call them, but you know what? It's not my job to make you happy. It's my job to help you get your mind right, because no man is supposed to be subservient to a female species. They're supposed to be united and working in commonality, walking in lockstep together, not one superseding another, so to speak.
Exactly.
the man does have the final say, but it's called integrating social consciousness with your other significant other and talking about stuff, not dictating. Dictating, I don't live in dictation land. But it does requires communication skills. That's an art lost on the masses because all they do is act, overreact. It's the land of dysfunction. The mind has forgot to work and how to have social integration to develop commonality, communication skills, and respect. And that's where it all starts. Hey, you have to have respect for the other party, of course, but nobody should be dictating to anybody. I've seen what's going on in the world now, and it don't work for me.
Well, you see it. You know what I mean? As soon as you turn on a video for music and stuff like that, you know, they've got these women, basically, they might as well have a collar around their neck for these guys, you know, to lure them around because, you know, the image that they're portraying and stuff like that, you know, we're these powerful, you know, independent women and stuff like that. They're not showing anything like that. They're showing this, you know, dominance, and they're showing, you know, got to treat a woman with disrespect and treat her like a BI, you know, and all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
And, you know, and this is what our children are growing up with, and we wonder why, you know, everything is so disruptive in our world and stuff like that. And, yeah, exactly. We need to start going back to our roots and start going back to respect and putting the woman as the matriarch that she is, you know,
right.
These are the life givers of our planet, you know?
Yeah. It's like my girlfriend's boyfriend, he knows where I stand. He definitely knows where I stand. And that's a good thing. So my daughter can rest assured, you know, anything goes sideways, they gotta come through me, bro. And I'm telling you, I'm not the guy you want to come through.
Exactly.
They won't find the body parts. I'm really good with an 11 blade. I had plenty of practice on Marine, so you know, and I'm not going to do that. But you know, I do have skills, and I let this one know too. My daughter's just looking at me with both eyes wide open, and Daddy's talking. But I was real nice about it. I was, anyways. Yeah. I taught him to shake a hand like a man today because he's going limp.
Oh, those fist handshakes, those limp fists, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's not. I says, dude, here, this is how you shake. He come through the door and I got a grip. He knew. I almost pulled him across the carpet. I said, that's how a man shakes hands, bro. It's all good.
Exactly.
I says, it's not about egotism. It's about stand fast and knowing who you are. It's a good thing.
Right.
But like I say, show the proper respect for both parties. It's integration of social graces between the two of you. That's called self-respect from both parties. See, so like I say, I'm not a dictator for all you women out there. If you think I'm lambasting the female species, I am not. I love the female species. However, yeah, we integrate. Nobody supersedes the other. It's a commonality that we come together in common community, united. That's the point, not argumentative and dictates and all this other stuff. And
well, exactly. And Jesse and I have proven that point. You know, her and I are on the same page. You know, don't get us wrong, we have our arguments. You know, but you know, we have sensible arguments. You know, and we hear each other's side, and sometimes we have to agree to disagree. But 90% of the time, we're on the same page, especially the really important stuff. And this is, you know, one of the things that we really need to work on. You need to find you know, your mate mentally. You know, a lot of people are dating, you know, outside their class and stuff like that, and you know, they're unhappy, and they're going for these, you know, just looks, and they're going for, you know, with no
superficial bullcrap.
Yeah, and you know, that's great for the first 6 months, and then what? You know?
Yeah. Right. If there's no substance to start with, it's not going to get any better 30 years from now. I'm proof. I got proof.
Exactly.
Anyways, but you know. Yeah, my significant other's got a sweet heart, but at the same time, she got an empty head. You know, we were unequally yoked on multiple levels, but you know, it could have been a lot worse. I could have had a real BI. So at that point, I didn't. I mean, she takes care. Hey, she's a great mother. She's great with the kids. Has excellent skills. Has absolutely no cooking skills. So thank God I knew how to cook, bro, because I would have starved under the auspices of.
I hear you. You make a bad chicken wing.
I got a PhD in chicken wingology given to me by Brother Greg from Chicago. He sent me an email. Here you go, because brother, I can make some badass to the bone chicken wings that'll make your mouth melt 10 times better than the breaded crap they give at these other eateries or whatever. They don't know chicken. Hey, they say Bo knows sports. Well, Pete knows chicken wings.
I can't wait to come over to your house for the feast, brother.
Dude, I make them go swimming in the soup of hot sauce with butter, and I'm telling you,
sir.
You've died and gone to heaven. I start them off with a base of beautiful mustard. I knew. Anyways, brother, I have skills beyond. Thank God I have cooking skills. I would have starved under any other
It must be a trait with people or men that are intelligent, because I can cook like a mother too. Let me tell you.
Cool. Yeah. Well, hey, women, we're a good catch. For us guys, because well, a lot of women don't eat any of these other things. Anyways, but hey,
it's time for break.
It is. I tell you. Hey, we're at the top of the hour, and
flying through her.
Yeah, brother Sam should be coming around 8:30ish. So, hey, we'll keep gliding in on this propaganda machine thing. And folks, if you haven't watched the link yet, those that got the email, they can go watch the link after the show. Anyways, or before the show, they could have been because Michael sent it out early. Anyways, on that note, hey folks, everybody take a break. Go do what you do when you take a break. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Sounds good.
VerdictProductions.com. Do you have footage you want turned into a video? Weddings, family gatherings, sports games? High-quality video production for any project you have. We also create detailed slideshows if you have information you want to put on YouTube or your website for all to see. Many other services including audio enhancement, music production, and CD mastering for your band. Need a company logo or an ad? No problem. We also specialize in graphic design to make your business or website stand out. Head over to VerdictProductions.com for a quote. Lowest prices on the net guaranteed.
All right, welcome back to In the Spirit of Things, folks. We're at the top of the hour, and we're sharing a little bit about the propagandization of the masses. And John, it's really, especially in the male and female species, they've literally turned everything upside down. Black is white, white is black. People forgot their roles, where they're supposed to stand. Like I say, I am not anti-woman. I love women. It's all good. But I will not be superseded in the chain of command. If you want to come across my bow, beat the brakes off, and be unreasonable, it's not going to work real well. I will stand as a man, and I will not be compromised or superseded. Even though there's some that think that you should be. It's not. It's almost like burn down the barn tactics that I see out there in the world. You got to give over. It's like a lose-lose proposition, or a win. One party's got to lose, the other party's got to win. It's not supposed to be like that. See, that's where integration of social skills and compromisation comes into play, and that's called dialogue. It's called social etiquette, social skills, to come to a happy medium of some sort. The communication skills suck. Nobody knows how to communicate. They've been dumbed down, and their communication skills, their integration, their deductive reasoning skills have literally been subserviated to a position of stupidity. So for my brothers out there who've been emasculated, step the hell up. It's time to be a man again. And for the women who think they're men, nope, you got to go back into that female position. See, you got estrogen. If you got more testosterone than me, we have a real problem.
Well, you're right about the dumbing down, Peter, and a good example is this new fad, the texting. People do not realize how much that slows down your communication, to single syllables and, non-coherent thought, and just absolute, exactly no communication skills. And this is taking over like you wouldn't believe. Everyone thinks it's a great, convenient way to talk to each other and stuff like that. And, that's fine. You want to use them once in a while. But there's people that are just, that's it. It's just texting, you know what I mean?
Right. Okay, you pulled the words out of my mouth, but I was just going there because the media vernacular of the day is the BFF and short this and short. You know what? That's teaching dysfunctional communication skills. You haven't got a valid thought in your head because everything's sound bites. Remember I told you
exactly.
we're operating in a sound bite society. It's a clicker mentality. Don't like the channel. It hasn't caught my attention in the first 10 seconds. Time to go. Hey, brother, I'm even going up another step. Because I like to be creative and I think outside the box. So, Susan, my PowerPoint presenter, has stepped up, and today her and I talked. and Michael and I are going to get a program that we can actually create 1 to 2 minute soundbite informations to be brought forward to my brothers and sisters on a different level. So it can be Twittered, skittered, and Facebook, and all this crap. See, so I'll reduce myself for a minute, but you know it's going to retire. When you come over to the house, it's going to require a longer attention span. So but in order to get your attention, you know, I'm going to start using the technology of the day, the 1 minute soundbite, whatever you want to call it, and I can be creative. I can think outside the box, and this is where I'm moving to. Yeah, it's an animated, and it's animated. It's like
exactly. It's
using
their tools against them. You know what I mean? Any tool can be used for harm or for good. Any tool.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the thing. You know, everything it doesn't have a negative connotation. You can use it for positive, and that's exactly what you're doing. You use their tools for the benefit of mankind, and you know, it's just like, you know, you can use a gun for bad, you can use it for good. You know, all these tools are available to us to if we want to be positive. And, you know, we can definitely do this. And getting back to the texting and stuff like that, just imagine another 10, 20 years of this, what the generations are going to be like. You know what I mean? You know, it's going to be a whole different dialect.
Yeah, one syllable, Yeah, I mean, come on, folks. You know, and, yeah, everybody, they give me crap because I talk fast. Well, you got to listen fast. That's the problem. You know, everybody's been effectively neutralized because the words that are coming out of my mouth are so quick, and they're saying, and brother, when I went down to Louisiana for about 5 years, they said, we can tell you're not from here. Yeah, well, whatever, you know. And so they say, hey, you talk really fast. I said, well, you just got to listen fast.
Yeah, you know, it does take a few, you know, synapses to form in the brain to, you know, get this stuff, because it is a lot of information. And, you know, that's the thing. Private isn't a Mickey D's drive-thru. You know, this is a full-course meal. You were talking 7 courses here, and you got to take your time and enjoy it piece by piece and put it all together until you can handle the full meal. And there's no shortcuts, especially in this, you know. But at least we have somewhere we can go to get this information. You know, that's the like I say, I repeat this, you know, how long I've been doing this and trying to find this information and stuff like that. And geez, I wish I could have had a site, you know, that I could have went to, you know, 5-10 years ago and actually, you know, got the point by point and the hand holding and the, you know, the learning and of actually what's going on and actually understanding it from, you know, from the elementary level right up until the most advanced level kind of thing, right?
Hey, I got to chuckle. My producer she just sent me I love it when Andrea chimes in. She is such a beautiful kindred spirit. I love her. She is just so Johnny on the spot. She goes, I'm not talking fast. You're just listening too slow.
So true, eh?
I love it. Yeah. Hey, you know, we're going to have to get them on some Celtic salt and sodium bicarbonate to get their oxygen levels up so the brain synapse actually takes place. And allows direction of flow of the thought process.
That is so true. You know what I mean? That's the thing. People don't realize it's so many different avenues of the, you know, mind control and the poisoning of the body and stuff like that. That people, you know, you don't wake up and say, "Oh, is my mind slow?" until you start cleaning your system out, and all of a sudden you start thinking clearly, and this cloud starts being removed from your mind, and you know, thoughts come easier, and that's just exactly adding the right minerals, taking away the bad toxins out of yourself, and
getting off the aspartame, brother. I'm telling you, I could not. Yeah. I was having problems dragging 2 thoughts together for continuity of flow in my brain from drinking Diet Coke. Yeah, folks, if you drink anything laced with aspartame, it's an excitotoxin, and it actually has deleterious effects of the interaction of the cells and the thought processes and everything. Like I say, John, I've said it a million times. I had the shakes, like I had. What is that? Parkinson's and whatever.
Yes, exactly. Well, aspartame is an excitotoxin, and it's an excitotoxin that keeps on building up in the body. It doesn't go away. It keeps building. It's almost like the straw that broke the camel's back. And after you get enough of it, and you know, aspartame's only been around 20 years now.
We have 1982, but
82. Hey, okay, 30 years now. So we're just starting to.
I'm going to interrupt because we do have a caller coming in since we're bantering anyways. It's a 914. That's out of New York, and I'm wondering if that's a friend of mine. And it could be my producer. Does this party have a name? And I'm going to post it to you, and you tell me if I'm right. Would that be the party? Maybe I have my crystal ball here. She goes, she didn't ask. But anyways, 914 sounds. I know a girl from New York named Rosina with a 914 area code, and it'd be pretty fun if she came on the show.
Okay, no, unfortunately, I'm a man.
Yeah, you are Rosina. I can tell that. Yeah, you're a real man. Yeah. Either that or you've been getting way too much testosterone in with your estrogen flow.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say, man, you guys are great and a breath of fresh air because, I could totally subscribe to everything, especially the health because I've been studying herbs now on my own for like 4 or 5 years, and I'm totally medicine free, and I do all herbs for any ailment that I have to deal with, and I try to talk to my family members about it and everything.
Yep.
And it's like I'm the devil talking to them.
No, brother, you're always trying to help.
Hey, brother, let me share with you. We all have the same crosses to bear with pretty much most of our own family members. My immediate family pretty much the same way. My brothers and sisters, my mother. My mother, she's on the medical side of the house. As a matter of fact, she's the one who integrated me to get my mind right. Says, hey, brother, you hit the nail on the head. The Creator, anything that comes that's all natural, the Creator knew what he was doing. Natural is good. It always has been good because your body can get right-sided when it's getting the integration of the right non-chemical modalities that it needs. So, brother, you are, so you know what? Welcome to my house. You're in the right place. You're getting the memo. So, hey, you come over to Privatis.Me and join for free, and we'll help you get even more right-minded because, hey, and you share the love. Share with us modalities because, hey, we're open-minded on everything all natural. And I'm a researcher, so, I have no problems with digging in with what you speak.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of my teachers, he told me, he said, listen, just like what you just said, he said, yeah, you're definitely going to go through it. But he said, just become the example. Use your herbs and do everything that you're supposed to do. And he said, people will see it, and then they'll come to you. You won't even have to bring the message to them. So that's the way I'm walking now,
It's funny, I kind of went through that same thing, how I was talking to that prosecutor for my family case and stuff like that, and, they started figuring out really quick that I knew what I was talking about with, medicine and stuff like that, and my affidavits and all this kind of stuff, and really slamming their processes and stuff, and, it was funny how many lawyers and stuff like that were asking me medical, not medical advice, but, health advice, to help them out and stuff for some things that they had, and, well, John will know, John will know how to fix this. Let's just ask John, this is the kind of conversations that were going on, so, exactly, be the model that you want to see, and they'll follow. Those who don't, well, they, some people, they come here to suffer, and some people came here to be free of suffering, and everyone has a choice to do what they want, and all the power to them.
Exactly.
Yeah, brother,
okay. I just wanted to say I actually have a question. Oh, first of all, my name is Jay.
Jay. Okay, very good.
Yeah. I don't know if this could be answered on the public side or what, but I'm going to answer, and you guys can give me an answer to it. I'm basically, I want to sign up for your site, so I'm going to do the private part of it. When I get some more money. Yep. I got to know I got to do it. That timeline is coming up, so I'm going to get on with it. But what's going on with me right now is I got something going on with Capital One where they basically charged off an account of mine for like $9,000, and it's on my credit report as charged off.
Yep.
And then they sent it to these lawyers, which is these lawyers with the National Attorney Network. Yeah. So whenever I call Capital One, they automatically push me over to these people. And they sent me a letter, and they said they are a debt collector.
Right.
I called them up. Yep. They told me, no, Capital One still owns this debt. We're just representing them. and now they're dragging me into court.
Bro, let me share the love. Okay, you got me all pumped up, bro. Yeah, because welcome to the world of smoke and mirrors, scams, and bull crap. Okay, if you haven't seen my 12-minute video on debt termination on the site, I have a 12-minute video. Brother, if it says on the bottom of the damn document that we are merely trying to collect out a debt, they're third-party scumbag line crooks, and they bought it for 3 to 6 cents on the dollar. So they're lying through their teeth. Tell them, hey, brother, now you got me jazzed. I get excited because, see, I went through this crap, brother. See, I did 80 grand, and I got them all out my backside. It's all good because I know how to play ball. And they're lying, scum-sucking bottom feeders from hell. And guess what, brother? We have a package over there at my house that'll put the baby back in the box. Matter of fact, Anna was on my call Saturday night. She was sharing the love because the first third-party scumbag that came through her door, the first document he got, first of all, she researched who this guy was, and he was nothing but a real estate lawyer, and he farmed it out to another third-party scumbag because he knew he wasn't collecting crap off of her because she was asking for the valid claim that didn't exist, and so he knew he was dead where he laid. So, brother, come on over to my house, step on in, and have some fun, and we'll get you lined out. We're going to have some fun because you're going to be a victory. I guarantee it because I know how to play ball on a whole different level, and they don't want me going this way because they're full of crap. I mean, as a Christmas turkey, so don't sweat the smile. Brother, I did 80 grand. I practiced on me first, see? So that's where I live. So, you know, I'm not going to step you into the deep end to have your ass handed to you, but you will be handing their ass to them, I promise, by the time we get done, because I'm going to another level. We're going to share some love on a different level that they're not going to want to be dealing with, because, believe me, I know what I speak of. John, do I not?
Oh, Jay, listen, man, you don't even know, I'm not a debt collector, and these papers scare me when I read them. You get through the first two, and you're like, wow, what comes next? And you read the third one, and it's like, wow, who's going to be stupid enough to have a third one of these sent out? Then you see the fourth one, it's like, it's game over. And next thing you know, you're coming after them with a full claim for, breaching your trust estate, right? Because, beautiful documents. Yeah, come on over. Join the site. You can get rid of that. It's super easy peasy.
Hey, brother, I just went one step further to help my brothers and sisters because I understand the learning curve is a little bit of a stretch. So I actually put YouTube, actually a PowerPoint presentation to how to do the documents correctly, not to change anything, and it's literally direction of flow on a different level. So it's going to make it so much easier. I just now getting them posted this week. So. Brother, I guess, you come on this show, timing's everything. You want to have some fun? Yeah, I'm going to share with you a testimonial I got from one brother. He had a $69,000 debt from a flight school that he was supposed to go to. But look at the chicanery here. You're going to like this. These scumbags, he hypothecated, i.e. gave over his signature to go to this flight school for $69 grand. They canceled the flight school, so he never got to go, and they still farmed it out to a third-party debt collector saying he owed $69 grand for a school he never went to. Well, wow. He got the memo. He did my process, and first in line, third-party scumbag. Literally, he was nuked after the first document and basically sold it to another third-party scumbag. And the guy who did the testimony goes, well, I know how to handle all the other crap that comes forward. I just write undeliverables, address, return to sender. Because, you don't contract and open up the cookie inside because there is no valid contract. So once you start this process, once you initiate the first one, you're not accepting any more correspondence from liars, crooks, and thieves, brother, because it's a new offer. It's a game. It's a scam. So you're going to return those envelopes from here on out, undeliverable as address, return to sender, wrote on the outside in red. And as long as you don't open up, they got no contract because it's once you put your counter offer into play, that's what it is. When you open the first one, that's the offer. You're the counter offer. Now they have some uphill climbing. It's called bring the valid claim, and you'll be glad to pay it. You'll be glad to settle the account. And they can validate it, which they can't, not in a million stinking years, because they bought it for 3 to 6 cents on the dollar. They're lying through their teeth. See, if you'll take notice, I bet you on the document it's got Citibank or whoever, it's got their moniker up at the top, making it seem like they're actually acting on their behalf. That's the scam. So it's all smoke and mirrors, brother. Welcome to the Smoke and Mirror Show, and I'm going to peel back the curtain so far, so fast, you won't know whether crap or wine your wristwatch. It's going to be a beautiful day.
Okay, now let me ask you, can I still use your process? I'm scheduled to go to court this month, like the 22nd. I filed an answer, And in my answer, I sent them like 8 interrogative questions, telling them to validate the note, sending me the original promissory note and some other questions I sent.
That's warring, brother, and that's we make it 10 times simpler. We're not warring. See, we don't file anything into the case either. That's another scam.
That's right.
So I mean, even if you just get the first nuclear airstrike off out of the box, they're going to have a real uphill climb. You bring in that document, the master document, in, then basically saying, hey, I was just looking for a valid claim. Does anybody here have a valid claim? They never have a valid claim. And then they say, well, I offered to settle the account, Judge, and the problem is they're not wanting to accept, and then, hell, you can ask them, do you accept private funds from a private bank to settle this account? And they'll say no right out the chute. And guess what? Because the private funds are the Federal Reserve notes in your pocket, and the private bank is the Federal Reserve, which is a private corporate bank, not a government entity, and they'll usually refuse it, not realizing they're to step on their wee-wee. But I would say not even, brother, it's not even necessary to go to court. They'll try and issue a default judgment, but then guess what? We can go to the next step. It's called misprision of a felony, because now a crime's been committed, because, well, I'm putting the cart before the horse a little bit, but yeah, you could administrate, get the ball started. They've got 21 days to answer. They won't answer in 210 days because they can never bring forward the valid claim. But you know what? I get the ball in play right out the chute. Everybody, there's nothing to wait for. It's all a lie. It's all a scam, and they can't ever. If they say they got a valid contract with Citibank, tell them to produce the son of a bitch.
Exactly. Yeah, Jay. Never file into their court cases, because that is their court, and you know what I mean. You're filing into their case that they brought against you, so they have the power there. That's why the paperwork's so important. They want to keep on coming after you. Then you file your own court case. You know what I mean? And then you have the power.
And we won't even have to go there. Hey,
you
brother,
won't have to go there, exactly.
Brother, you can go ahead and forward me an email. We can talk further off the line, and I'll give you a little direction to flow. I don't give advice, but I'll tell you what I would do.
Okay, sounds good. And your email could get it off the site, right?
Yep. If you send it to Privatis.Me, say attention Peter in the subject line, Michael will make sure I get it, because you'll find an email address for either me or to the site itself, and forward it through, put in the subject line attention to Peter, talk to him on Blog Talk, and Michael will make sure I get it, and you and I will correspond thereafter.
Okay, thank you so much, and you guys keep up the good work.
All right,
Very good,
take
brother.
care.
Hey, have a great day. Don't sweat the small stuff. We're gonna start having some fun.
All right, sounds good.
Very good. All right, have a great day. I got another caller coming in. As soon as this one pulls out,
404.
We have 5 minutes till break. So 404, come on in. The water's fine. Brother Sam.
Yeah, this is Samuel Jones. How you guys doing?
Hey, brother. Hey,
Good.
You came in early, but we can let you hang out after the bottom of the hour break, and that would be great. Yeah, we're just sharing a little love about the third-party debt process, and how this scumbag attorney group says that they're operating on behalf of the original creditor, which is a straight-up lie. We both know that. So I'm gonna share with him how to show the love and have some fun and go on a different level. But what I would like to do, Brother Sam, I guess you can open up a little bit on that foreclosure that you and I were talking about earlier today. And share a little bit the first couple of minutes, and we'll cover on the backside after the break at 8:30 the rest of the story, so to speak.
Okay, well, I just want to report and let you guys know that this debt validation administrative process does work. I helped a young lady with a foreclosure. We sent in all the documents, never replied. She went to court. And while she was in court, she sort of got nervous. But with all that, they were supposed to she went to court a day before the foreclosure. And after she went to court, she called the attorney the same day, and the attorney told her that, her foreclosure was canceled. He wasn't going to foreclose against her.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It sounds like almost like the cookie thing. Yeah. Go ahead.
It works.
Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing. Well, I want to banter on a little bit more on what you did administratively that sort of upended them, sort of like with what Cookie and Greg did down in Florida on a foreclosure on a commercial property that they tried getting to move on, and they're sort of been blocked. And we also got that on video with transcriptions that I was telling you about that will be coming forward for mass communication and mass consumption. So all my brothers and sisters can pull back the curtain and see that the Emperor is naked, and that they can move forward on a different level once they understand who they are and how to properly operate in what capacity. But I'll tell you what, I'd like to gear up for the break just a little early. So, brother Sam, stand fast, and we're going to integrate a little dialogue after this break.
Okay.
Very good. All right. Hey, everybody, go do it. All right. That's all right. Everybody go to break. We'll be right back.
Privatis.Me. No longer do we need to hire lawyers, worry about past debt, or count on doctors to fix our health problems. Privatis.Me. Specializing in real education about the legal system, administratively eliminating your past debt, and teaching you simple, natural ways to restore your health. Join today for free. Learn how to live in private and allow yourself to overcome and stop living in fear. Become a paid member for just $20 per month and receive Peter and Michael's $300 debt termination package for free. Privatis.me. Privatis.me. Take a walk on the private side.
All right, here we are. A downhill slide. It's been a nice, comfortable ride today. Not too much bantering, John, but just trying to bring some stuff forward. Folks, we're helping people remove the fear from the scam and pull the curtain back. That's what we're trying to show here, and I love that Brother Sam has just come onto the call to share the love on a different level. Him and I talked earlier today, and he's integrated in my nucleus. He's one of my brothers, true and true. Hey, folks, we're all brothers and sisters with commonality. That's why, like I say, when I talk about my house at Privatis.me, I mean my house. This is where we get together and we banter and we share information, knowledge, power, the stuff. This is what they don't want, the community to come together. They want us to be divided, fractured, and be warring with each other. I want to remove the chasms for all my brothers and sisters because we all belong together. This is how to, like minds, move forward and remove all this garbage.
Exactly. And with the modalities, how to do it.
Right. Brother Sam, so in essence, what did she do? Third-party debt termination on the foreclosure documents, or
yeah? I mean, what we did was everything is just right on the site, the administrative process. I mean, the whole thing, word for word.
Yep.
Send them back to presentment, told them to present a valid claim. You know, they got 27 days to answer the notice of offer to perform, validate the debt. They didn't do it. We sent them the notice of fault. Had 9 days to do that. They never did that. Did the notice of default, 9 days again, and then final the notice of estoppel. She had a court date on the day before her foreclosure. She called the attorney's office, and they told her that her case was canceled. And listen, I'm in Georgia, and they throw people out on their head every day. They don't care what excuse. Your baby needs milk. Your husband has old timers. They don't care anything about that.
Nope.
That date of foreclosure, believe me, they throw you out.
Yeah, they're heartless, and we've seen it time and time again. So it's ironic that you broach this. We're going to share this more. Because I got my brothers and sisters getting whacked on student loan debt as well, folks. It's debt is debt is debt. When you put your signature on that contract, the guy hypothecated, i.e. it got paid in full, and now it's the tricks for kids hours after the fact. When you default, then they collect on an insurance claim, which is underwritten on the policy that's carried, so they got paid again, and then they farm it out to a third-party bottom feeder. I mean, it's actually more steps in the process on that where they're hypothecating, because they're hypothecating every payment as you go. So my brothers and sisters have been getting whacked under the guise of a false modality. This International Monetary Fund, the financial system, is one big fiat fraud. Fiat meaning fake. There's no money of substance, just like I've been saying. It's just money of account. But they got paid on the front end at all times. So when you signed on the line for a mortgage, but what happened was you gave over with a trust deed and all this other stuff. So Michael and I are going to go down these avenues as well, Brother Sam, because the inquiring minds want to know. So we really want to tighten up a lot of loose ends, especially with the trust deeds and stuff like that, because in essence you gave over, and then they basically they're hypothecating securities times 10. So if it's a $100,000 mortgage, it gets paid for the full 30 years on the front end. Then they're going to go ahead and cut up and slice and dice securities on that and the payments. I mean, folks, this is the most nefarious, blood-sucking, bottom-feeding scam, and the pain that they've caused throughout the land in all these IMF-run countries is nothing short of horrendous, and it's insane.
Right.
Nobody should be reduced to for the right to be. Now Brother Sam, they want to create an internet tax they're working on, pushing through as well, and all this other crap because they're so desperate. They're so friggin' nefarious. We want to suck the lifeblood out of you on every level till there's absolutely nothing left. And so they exhaust the host. Well, folks, it doesn't have to be like that. All you got to do is get your groove on, get your mind on, and come over to the house. And that's at Privatis.Me. So I know this is sounding like a Privatis.Me rant call, but you know what, folks? I've been saying this for 6 months, and I'm trying to get everybody to wake the hell up. What the hell is it going to take? Do you wait until you're in the emergency dysfunctional situation in crisis mode before you act? You get your learn on, and you learn how to operate before it becomes an issue, so you're not operating from a position of weakness in crisis mode, because it doesn't. That's when you become susceptible. Am I correct, John? You were in crisis mode, but you stood fast and you learned very, very quickly. And that's not really the great time to learn, but you did extremely well to hold your own in a capacity that most men would have crumbled like a house of cards, but you stood fast and true, and you came out the other side. And now Sister Cookie and her husband, they got some correspondence from the third-party bottom feeder because they don't have a mailing location to send the crap to anymore because they pulled their mailbox out, so they couldn't correspond, so they emailed them. Well, they removed the presumption that there was a contract with the email with the third-party bottom feeder, so I'm sure I'm going to be getting updates very shortly, as well as the video that will be getting posted worldwide very, very soon with the transcripts to show what was actually said in court so we can share the love across the land. So, Brother Sam, we're just about sharing the love. We don't want a war with nobody. We just want to share the truth. And if the truth bothers the nefarious ones, then guess what? They've got the problem, not us.
Exactly. Right. There was one guy on the program earlier. He was stating that credit card debt was this thing where the credit card debt was actually charged off. I forget the form, but you can contact the IRS. The form is T something. I have to look it up.
Okay.
But that form would tell you exactly when that debt was actually written off, and they're trying to collect on it again,
right?
By farming it out. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can contact the IRS when a debt is actually charged off.
Wow.
And they will give you that. The IRS will give you that information when it was charged off, who charged it off, things of this nature.
Well, brother, if you can dig that up and send it over to me in an email when you get a moment, forward it to me, and because I'm going to be corresponding with this brother Jay, and I'm going to share the love. Hey, folks, you know what? See, this is called commonality and community. We share the love. We don't keep this stuff to ourselves. Hey, folks, I don't have time for this. I want you to carry your own darn water, but I'm going to show you how. See, because then I get brothers in commonality coming together with the proper collective mindset, because we love our brothers and sisters enough to share with them the truth, and we don't hold anything back. We're not hiding behind anything. But you got to pay for your education if you want to come into the educational portal, and it's chump change, because the price you're going to pay if they drag you into third-party hell is going to be way, way more than lousy $1.20 so I can keep the lights on and keep creating these beautiful documents, administrative processes that are downloadable for free for the masses. And I'm talking international. We're set up in all 58 countries. We're helping my brothers and sisters in Canada, Australia, UK. Because if it's IMF run country, it's all scam, folks, and You just got to know how to remove presumptions, and we're going to share the love, and that's all we're doing. See, if you made a mistake, you can fix the mistake. If they gave you an offer, then you need to bring forward the counter offer. And this is what we teach over at my house. So I know it sounded like a sales pitch, folks, but it ain't a sales pitch. If I wanted your money, I'd be selling the package for $1,000 straight up, and I could get it all damn day long. I don't give a crap about the money. I just give a crap about the truth. And I love third-party debt collectors so much. I want internationally them to all be sharing the love of their scams, so they actually have to go find out real jobs of substance and go do something for a real living instead of friggin' stealing and raping from the estates of my brothers and sisters worldwide. Good thing I don't get excited, guys. I forgot to take my medication today, damn it. John, I thought you were going to send me my medication.
It's in the mail, brother. So, Sam, I wanted to iterate that a little bit clearer for our listeners and stuff like that. So, basically, what you're saying is this bank was foreclosing on her. You went and sent out the debt solution package to them. Now, this hadn't gone to third party yet, is what you're saying?
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
The mortgage, had it gone to third party yet, or was this still from the bank that was foreclosing on her?
No, it actually went to third party. Went to the attorney.
Did go to third party. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that. Okay,
very good.
Right.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, beautiful story.
Yeah. Well,
Sam,
I had Brother Jorge out about 2 months ago, and him and I talked about it, and he beat the brakes off it. He used the same sort of process: notice a fault, notice a default. And he did it straight up with the original creditor.
That's what I was wondering, Peter. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking too. I was like, I was wondering if it was right directly with the bank, because that was very interesting. If it was, that this is growing into its own little monster.
We sent it straight. Because that's the presentment she was originally getting. They said that they was representing the bank, so they said, hey, why send it to the bank? We just send it straight to them because.
Don't you love that word, representing? They gave it away right there when they said representing.
Yeah. So when we heard that, we was like, send it straight to them. They're the ones that's trying to enforce the foreclosure. So, hey,
exactly.
They represent the bank to do it.
Well,
Beautiful.
Brother Steve and Sam, this is what's huge. Yeah, you know what? You had nothing to lose except everything to do nothing. So, folks, this is what I talk about. Everybody taking this neutral position. Well, gee, I can't do that. They said I can't. Well, I don't look for permissions from liars, crooks, and thieves, folks. Snap out of it.
A king doesn't ask for permission.
Yeah. Well, see, and this is the whole point, but everybody's waiting for a damn permission. Well, I give you permission to come over to my house and set up shop and get your learn on. That's what I give you permission to do. So if you need permission, Brother Peter's going to give you permission and consent to come over to his house.
Yep.
Exactly.
And believe me, he feeds you well.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're going to feed good from the tree of truth and knowledge. It's a buffet. It's a plethora. And Michael and Brother Sam, I already told you what I got coming up on the back burner. We're in creative mode. We're going to share the love on a whole different level because there's going to be a lot of lawyer speed bumps out there. A boatload of them.
Peter, I log in quite a bit. You probably see me log into Privatis quite a bit because I'm always looking for the new stuff. What's Peter up to this week? And it's
well,
so
it's not
exciting.
Peter. It's damn Michael. Peter's
Michael,
just trying to get YouTube done and stuff.
He's a madman, isn't he? He's like the little evil genius in his lab, just coming up with the stuff.
Michael gets for lack of a better term, a hard on to go to the next level, and he's killing me. He goes, Pete, hey, check this out. And I says, okay, cool. I like that. That fits. No, that doesn't. And then we collaborate, and but like I say, misprison of felony. That's going to be showing the love on a whole different level, brother. I'm really excited about this new technology that we're fixing to bring forward because these third-party whores, they're going to be running for cover. But Daddy's not going to let them run for cover because once we bring them in the loop to the upper crust of the scab, somebody's got to do something. And now you've got irrevocable proof that there was a scam and a fraud perpetrated, and they've got no wiggle room to get out of it because you've got registered mails out the gee asking, and nobody told you anything.
Exactly. It's four nasty-ass letters that are going to just put them in
UPU violatable offense, international law, because you took it outside the jurisdiction of the fiction land scam. Beautiful. And it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly across the land, folks, in a good way, but not for you.
Exactly.
Come over to my house. We're going to share the love. We're growing over here by leaps and bounds. You're not going to leave. This is why I'm creating these YouTubes, these educational videos that show you exactly what to do, because I hate answering 5,000 emails a day. I said, you know what, I'm going to make this stupid simple because this is where my brain lives. I said, I'm going to do a dadgum PowerPoint presentation. Sister Susan, who's the one who's creating these, all she does is use my bantering voice, and I said, now I'm following, I pull up the document, and I follow down it line by line. This is why you're doing this. No, don't change. This is not correct. This is correct. This is not incorrect. So I give a different stroke of direction of flow, and it's getting better and better by the minute, because I'm going to go to 1-minute snippets to get them all over to come to the house so we can Twitter, Flitter, and all this other crap, Facebook, which I don't do. But Andrea knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure she yucks and says, poor Peter, he's so incompetent on the social media, but who gives a crap, because I got some brothers and sisters who are a lot more competent than I can share the love. So.
Exactly. You're putting together quite the council, I guess you could say, of all the people that you need for the right jobs, and just wow, and you see how they're all coming together too, Peter. Everything
Zach.
that you need.
You got Zach, Andrea, and she's swollen with child, and we yuck a little bit, and she goes, I had pregnancy brain or something like that. The baby's taking all the oxygen or something. I don't know, but anyway, she makes me laugh. She's got a great sense of humor. She got the right heart. We integrated, and I just can't believe this beautiful little nucleus that's been created between Brother Zach, myself, Michael, Susan, Brother Dan. It's just unbelievable. It's like, the time has come, folks. We're going to peel back this onion really, really quickly for everybody, and this is the whole point. So, like I say, this new video that we just posted up. Sam, did you get the email today about the propaganda?
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah, that's going to be a beautiful watch. It'll help you pull back the curtain exponentially quicker. And just like on our YouTube page, we have All Wars Are Bankers' Wars. Folks, we have the 8 steps on the front page of Privatis.Me to give you a little bit of direction of flow, what to pull up, what to look at, what videos to watch, that type of stuff, because we wanted to give you some clarity or direction of flow. This is where we live. So we're really going to make it a whole hell of a lot easier when I got these 2 new YouTubes coming forward. One will be coming forward this week. I got to create the other one for all the educational, as far as all the templates, the PowerPoint presentations. That's going to be a tour of what you get for full membership. Folks, we're doing a boatload of heavy lifting, but we're making it so simple. Nobody out there is doing what we're doing. Nobody. And I mean nobody. I've looked. We know about the UCC and all this other stuff, and it's just smoke and mirrors.
You know what? One thing about Privatis.Me, it sells itself, because it doesn't matter whatever situation you have in life, in the courts, or any situation. You guys have the solution right there on the site for everything. For everything.
Yep. Yeah, we're not dealing much with property tax and much on the mortgage level and the estate level, but we're fixing to step into that arena on a deeper digging deal. So we're only two guys. We can't do it. We're doing as much as we can, but we are getting a collective direction of flow with other people.
Thank God it's only 2 guys, because we couldn't keep up.
Yeah, really. Hell, bro, I'm hurting me. I keep asking Sam, did you get my clone machine fixed or what?
I'm convinced you do have 20 clones in the background. You're just not telling anybody about. Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Well, Sam, I really appreciate you coming on, because there we go. I love it. Andrea she's an outside the box thinker. She just gave me the clap. Now that's funny. Go figure, a Navy doc talking about the clap.
We got a cure for that.
yeah, that's right, MMS.
There you go.
Anyways, brother Sam, this is about sharing the love, and I appreciate you coming on short notice, talking to you this afternoon. Folks, no, he's not a page shill and all this other crap. For all you wrong-minded folks out there, if you can't hear the love coming through on this, and how this concerted energy and this beautiful uniting of spirits coming together that's why we call this In the Spirit of Things. of all sharing commonality to bring our brothers and sisters out of the pain and the lie, and just quit giving over consent and remove presumptions. It's really that simple.
Exactly. Yeah, if they don't know the love, they haven't listened to enough back calls.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, they're all stored over at the house. They're in my YouTube page. I got about 30 of them sitting over there now, John. Anyways, Sam, I thank you for coming. I got a 781. If you want to sit in the background on the call, well, yeah, we got 9 minutes, and we're going to. Anyways, if you really need to go do something else, I guess, brother, is what I'm saying.
I got to run, man.
All right, exit stage left, brother. I will catch up with you tomorrow.
Okay, buddy.
Thank you, Sam. Hey, we love you, brother. Thank you very much.
You too, buddy. All right.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Okay, 781. You're on hold, but you'll back it up on the tarmac. We'll let you on through.
Hi, good evening, guys. How you doing?
Hey,
all right.
How you making out?
This is great. Thank you very much. Calling before, a long-time listener, second-time caller.
Very good.
A quick question for you guys. I'm obviously I've been going through all the materials you have, and just obviously my mind's being blown constantly by everything that you guys have posted. But one little caveat I've been trying to deal with is the difference between certified and registered mail.
Right.
And I know with the documents they ask for the registered mail number. Now, when I go to the post office to pick up the registered mail slip to fill out the form, they don't come with any numbers. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's not the one you're looking for. I've got an actual YouTube video coming up, brother, that actually shows the slip with the 9 digits. That's the one, and they think they're gold, or they think they're gold or something. If you can get up to 1,000 at one shot if you chose to request 1,000. The gatekeeper that's not letting you have them. So I guess what you do is, Michael should be posting, I think today, the certified mail, what the registered mail slip looks like with the 9 digits, and you can make a copy of that and you say, this is what I need, because I got to type this up at the house, my brother, and that's what you're telling them is, hey, I'm typing this up at the house. I can't bring the document and write it in after the fact. I need to know what it is now, so when I get my registered mail, it doesn't become a communication until you put the $21 in stamps on it and you paid. So it
has a different name, because I actually did ask for that specifically, because they didn't have the registered mail slips in the front. They only had the certified. So when I asked,
right.
Slip,
yeah, that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for the one. It's a sticker-on. It's a stick-on. And you don't stick it on anything until you're ready to put the package in the mail. But you get them. You can get 10 of them or 20 of them or whatever you need, so that you can create your correspondence. Right.
Got it. Yeah, it's the 3806, I think, form. I've been trying to be a little bit more intelligent, trying to upgrade my skill set like you guys and find my own solutions here. But it seems like some of the little questions that I'm asking are just through experience that I figured I'd call and just ask. Yeah. So you guys are phenomenal. I'm just trying to learn the little nuances so I don't get tripped up. But
right. Because we were going to let everybody go certified when we first started this, and then we said, you know what, that's still domestic. We want to remove the presumption it's domestic. That's why I know it costs more, but it becomes international. It becomes a UPU violatable event because now we've taken it outside of that jurisdiction, and yet they still want to do their skullduggery. So I'm creating another package, which is a backdoor package, which is not going to make them happy, the third-party scumbag, because they're actually even ignoring the third. Some of them are ignoring what we're doing, and they're still dragging it into court. Well, that's going to stop in a New York minute, because we're going to a new level, and Michael and I are in creation mode. It'll probably be another week or two before we get this process online. But when we do, if they want to get stupid, we get to have some fun. And I'm going to show you how to have fun on a different level, because I did it on my student loan, brother. And, within 2 weeks, they were giving me my $1,600 that they stole from me, the third-party bottom feeder, because I ratted them out to their daddy. And I know how to rat them out.
I'd be a happy guinea pig for you, so I'll look for you on Skype and talk to you later about that.
Nice.
Well, I practiced on me first, brother, so it's not really guinea pig,
Oh, well, whatever you guys need. I appreciate you both. Thank you so much.
Take care. Thank you, brother.
You have a great night. Thank you. Hey, thank you for sharing the love. All right, you got it. All right. Well, hey, John, we're in the coasting mode. Put up your upright tables.
These shows go by quick, don't they, Peter?
Oh, man, blowing and going. And they're not just rants by Peter.
No, good flow, good show.
Yeah, well, John, you can carry the water with me. You do an excellent job. Like I say, I was going to keep you in my loop. Now you're an integral part of the loop because 4 months. If you can hang out with me for 4 months, you deserve to stay.
Love you like a brother, Peter.
I know. We share the love. It's all good. But this is about the integrity, brother, of a man. Hey, folks, this is where real people hang out. Real men, real women, real life, real truth. This is where we live. And if this resonates with you, come on over. Because you get to join our house. You come over to the house. You become now one of the relatives. I hope not a redheaded stepchild, but anyway.
Well, you've got some new redheaded nieces and nephews.
I know. How did that happen? I wasn't a party to that.
But yeah, exactly. We talk about some serious stuff, but we don't take ourselves too seriously, and that's the thing. You know what I mean? You got to keep it lighthearted, and you got to stay in peace. You got to stay in honor, and you got to enjoy it. If you're not enjoying this, taking on the nefarious ones, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, because we learn how to have fun. Like I say, matter of fact, Sandy and I were Susan and I were talking today, and check this out, John. You're gonna like what the scumbags did now. The post office, she did an undeliverable as addressed, a return to sender. And then the post office brought it back after the fact. I said, you take that son of a bitch down there, and you tell Daddy, you go to the top of the pecking order, you want to talk to the Postmaster General because somebody made a legal determination for your document that you already sent back unopened, undeliverable's address, and somebody's trying to make a legal determination for your mailing address, which they can't. And so that becomes also a misprision of a felony charge. If they want to get stupid, you can rat them out to their daddy at the top of the pecking order. That's the Postmaster General, the fiction one, USPS. But they don't want you ratting them out. So I told her, you go down, you bring that son of a bitch back. I told her, you put an X through your name, you put deceased in red right above your name, have some fun, and you tell them, I'm not accepting this back. Who's making a legal determination to return an undeliverable as addressed by my hand and return to sender? I want to know who's the lawyer here.
Exactly. There's always a solution for everything.
Yeah. Anyways, I get excited. You know me. But when it happens to my own, and I got some heavy lifting to help with my producer. I got to help her with give her some love because they sent her some garbage from a third-party scumbag out of Colorado who's got nothing but a P.O. box, John, coming over into her state and bringing it into the court system with basically a scam.
Gee, so, they obviously don't know who she is.
Yeah, they don't know she. Yeah,
they're gonna know.
Yeah, they don't know she knows Peter. Well, you know what? I think we need to do the nuclear airstrike, get the first document in play without a doubt, and let's start having some fun because it's all one big scam.
Exactly.
We're proving it, John. We're proving it every day.
We're living it. Exactly. We're living it. We're showing it. We're in the breach. We're out of the breach, and we've done it all with honor, in peace, and without going to war.
Yep. Hey, let me give out kudos. To Brother Dan, who does our SEO placement. Brother, we're sharing the love. Brother Michael, you are the master of your own domain. John, myself, and my producer, and Susan. I mean, all these beautiful hearts coming to my beautiful house so we can just share the love with our brothers and sisters throughout the world. This is where we live, folks. We thank you for coming tonight. And come back on Saturday because we're going to have a whole bunch more coming for you. I'm going to have a bunch of YouTubes, John, posted by this weekend, and I should have the video from Sister Cookie and Brother Greg showing exactly what went down in court. So, folks, come and enjoy the fun and the excitement. And, yes, I'm doing a Thursday night call tomorrow night to show where some of the portals are, where these new PowerPoint presentations are located for everybody to find who's already a fully paid member. So, and if you're not a fully paid member, come over anyways and you'll learn something. Anyways,
beautiful. Can't wait to see them.
We'll be doing an email blast tomorrow. So if you're not joined up for free, you don't get the email blast, so go join up. Anyways, everybody have a great night. To my producer, I love you. Hey, you are the bomb. Just don't drop the bomb yet, all right?
Peace, love, and light, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Good night, folks. Sweet. Thank you. We'll catch you Saturday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Privatis.Me, because it's time to learn how to operate in private away from corporate eyes. You can now stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter. Just head over to our homepage and click on the Facebook and Twitter icons. Now you can receive updates, important links, or just stop by to let us know how you're doing. We also have a Privatis YouTube page where you can access the latest step-by-step videos and watch our radio show archives as videos. Privatis.Me. Learning how to live in private has never been so easy. VerdictProductions.com. Do you have footage you want turned into a video? Weddings, family gatherings, sports games? High-quality video production for any project you have. We also create detailed slideshows if you have information you want to put on YouTube or your website for all to see. Many other services including audio enhancement, music production, and CD mastering for your band. Need a company logo or an ad? No problem. We also specialize in graphic design to make your business or website stand out. Head over to verdictproductions.com for a quote. Lowest prices on the net guaranteed.